Two-faced liar. Talk TV did an interview with Keir Starmer regarding the grooming gangs and the national inquiry that he's now been forced, make no mistake, forced to call, despite saying they wouldn't do it, and all the ministers in Labour going out into the media being told to say they're not going to do it. This is what he had to say.
I made this absolutely clear when I said it, with the politicians who had been in power and done absolutely nothing, and then as soon as they're out of power are screaming and shouting. So Kemi Badenoch, Chris Philp, those individuals when they were in power did absolutely nothing. Now I've been campaigning and working on this for 15 years, and have as many other people. Initially, we were looking at local inquiries, but I asked Louise Casey to just do an audit to assure me there wasn't more that we could do.
He hasn't been campaigning on anything. In fact, he did a pretty lousy job as the DPP, the head of the Department for Public Prosecutions, when not enough people were taken to court over this matter. I'm not saying he didn't do anything, but he certainly didn't do enough. The people who have been campaigning for a long time on this are actually Maggie Oliver, Tommy Robinson, Mark Stein, people who don't necessarily sound very well spoken and therefore get ignored. And now he's trying to make out like he got Baroness Casey to do the review just to make sure that he'd done everything that he possibly could. Well, that's bollocks as well, because even when they said they were going to do certain local inquiries, which many councils, by the way, said they didn't want to do, and then Labour wasn't going to force them to do, funding was then quietly removed, as you remember, by Jess Phillips herself, when she said it in the House of Commons. And even when Oldham wanted an inquiry, Jess Phillips refused to meet with them. And now Labour are trying to make out they're the ones that are doing everything, while everybody else has done nothing. No, what they're doing now, and they don't want to do it, is having this inquiry, and they know that it's probably going to cost them votes, because there will be people out there involved in these gangs, we know there are, and they're Labour voters. We know there's social workers, we know there's policemen, we know there's very senior police officers, all these people, the establishment figures who are all left-wing, all in favour of Labour, all these Labour councils. This is going to be a huge calamity, a huge disaster for the Labour Party if it isn't a cover-up.